Here we are then, the final day of this Premier League season. Well, it's been a season of Premier League football for Sunderland for the first time since the 2016-17 campaign, and they have exceeded all expectations. Who would have believed that the last match of this season would see Sunderland in with a real fighting chance of European football next season? Well, that is the scenario. Beat Chelsea here at the Stadium of Light, and all eyes are on results elsewhere. If Brentford don't win at Liverpool, or if Brighton lose at home to Manchester United, then Sunderland will compete in Europe for only the second time in the club's history. What an incredible atmosphere already. Just the one change from last week's win at Everton. Omar Alderete, who went off injured in the first half of that game, is replaced again by Luke O'Nien. Alderete, though, is on the substitutes bench. Shamstein Tolby not in the squad today, he's out with a muscle injury. Well, what an incredible tension-filled afternoon we have ahead of us. 90 minutes of pulsating drama about to unfold. Pedro Neto skipping away from Reinildo, who's played in Cole Palmer. Palmer's into the penalty area. Palmer's on that dangerous left foot of his, but Robin Roos makes the save. It wasn't convincing from Cole Palmer in the end. He was clear through on goal, though. Laid off by Pedro. Go for the return, but Mukiele's in charge here. Nicely done. Rather risky. Now that's nice. And an opportunity here. Enzo Lefebvre battered goalwards and beaten away by Sanchez. He went on his own in the end, Enzo Lefebvre, and he cracked that one. Straight at the goalkeeper, really. But the first real Sunderland chance of the game, 6 minutes in. Siddiqui again. Takes on Caicedo. That's a great ball in for Granit Xhaka. Chance here for Sunderland. Granit Xhaka back on his left foot. Crowded out in the end. He's drilled one across. And it comes out for Mukiele to drive goalwards. Blocked inside the penalty area, but Sunderland really with their tails up here. Good work by Siddiqui to release Granit Xhaka. Maybe he could have played that a fraction earlier. And in the end, it's a long-range effort from Mukiele that's blocked by Enzo Fernandez. Gusto's crossfield ball was not great, and Jarell Hato keeps it in play, but Sunderland quickly win possession back. Here's Brian Brobby on the turn. Well, he was closed down quickly as he tried to get that shot away. Good defending by Chelsea. Yes, he can. He goes near post, and that's easy for Colwill to head away. Back with Xhaka. Played in behind nicely for Hume. Trey Hume's cut back. O'Nien's shot. Mukiele's effort. Oh, right across the face of goal, and nobody able to get a vital touch to convert. Sunderland are really pressing Chelsea here. And Gulo! What a good effort, but plucked out of the air rather smartly by Sanchez. First time effort from Angulo. Well struck, powerfully struck, but not enough to beat Sanchez. O'Nien had stayed forwards. And it's put home by Trey Hume. What a big goal that is. Oh, and look what it means. That could be the biggest goal of the season. And it's Trey Hume who's got it. Out of absolutely nothing. The long ball, the flick on, and the volley home. Trey Hume with his second goal of this campaign. And my word, it is a big one, all right. Flicked on there, and Trey Hume with his right foot stretched to volley and get the better of Sanchez. And will it be the goal that takes Sunderland to a European campaign next season? Gertruda, it's found its way through for Trey Hume. Hume for Brian Brobby. Angulo's at the far post. Brobby hits the side netting. Went for goal himself. Howard one into the side netting. And that ball's into the penalty area. Brobby. Well, a strong handball appeals there from fans and Brobby. No doubt it will be looked at. Man on VAR duty today is Matthew Donoghue. Brobby into the penalty area. Well, it did hit the arm of Fofana, but he would be unlucky to have a penalty given for that against him. Fernandez with the free kick. Headed away, and that brings the half-time whistle to huge cheers from Sunderland fans, because they are in the driving seat, courtesy of Trey Hume's 25th minute strike. As it stands, it is all going Sunderland's way. At the break, Sunderland 1, Chelsea 0. And keep an eye on what's happening elsewhere, but more importantly, Sunderland must be focused. Here's Lefay, he's played in Brobby, the flag stays down, Brobby's through on goal, and Brobby's effort is saved, and there is no flag. What a big moment that could prove to be. He was clear through, and Sanchez saves with his feet. What a big moment for Brian Brobby. He failed to take it. Luke O'Nien. Brobby, strong, holding it up. On it goes from Trey Hume into the path of Gertruda, into the path of Enzo Lefay. Lefay's cut back, it's there! It's 2-0! Sunderland are on the verge of Europe! Brilliant football! And the final touch gives Sunderland a second and some breathing space. And there is chaos and bedlam inside the Stadium of Light. Fans spilling over the advertising hoardings as Sunderland double their lead. Manchester United are 3 goals to the good at Brighton, so they surely have that game done and dusted. Brighton 0, Manchester United 3. And the yellow card is brandished here. Cole Palmer. Palmer goes for goal, and Palmer scores from distance. He gets the better of Robin Roofs. So changes, Wilson Isidore is coming on for Brian Brobby here, and Habib Diarra is also going to come on. Wilson Angulo making way. So 2-1 and 2 changes from Regis Labrise. And does that bring a free kick? Certainly does. And there's a red card because it's a second yellow for Fofana. Wilson Isidore was brought down, and the referee is having a word with Reece James here, but there was a second yellow brandished. Sorting it out between them. Left for Granit Xhaka, who just clips it in. Far post Mukiele, it must go in. Oh no! Habib Diarra sees it scrambled away by Chelsea. What a chance for a third. How did it stay out? Back across from Mukiele, and it wouldn't come down for Diarra. Have a look at that scoreboard. Sunderland 2, Chelsea 1. There's no doubt where this is going. The impossible dream has been realised. Dust off the passports. Sunderland are going to Europe. Absolutely incredible. What a remarkable achievement. Unbelievable scenes at the Stadium of Light. It is Europa League football for Sunderland next season. They have defied the odds. 7th place in the Premier League on their return to the unbelief. Beyond the imagination of these faithful Sunderland fans, who have delivered again this afternoon. They have urged their side on throughout the 90 plus 13 minutes of stoppage time today. Trey Hume's goal on 25 minutes set them on the way. An own goal 5 minutes after the restart gave Sunderland a bit of breathing space, but not for long, because Cole Palmer pulled one back to make it 2-1. Chelsea were reduced to 10 men on 63 minutes. Sunderland had chances for a third they couldn't take, but in the end they didn't need those chances, because they have won this by 2-1. The Spider-Man mask is there for Enzo Lafay to have a look at maybe, but Sunderland have achieved what everybody said would be impossible. What a campaign it has been for Regis Lebris and his Sunderland squad. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's a wonderful Weir side. Sunderland superb. They've achieved the impossible. Europa League confirmed. There will be one very long bank holiday party on Weir side. Yes, indeed. Dust off the passports. We're heading to Europe. The conclusion of a remarkable season back in the top flight sees Sunderland finish in 7th place following this victory over Chelsea by 2-1. What a season, what a team, what a club.